McDonald's, more or less catty corner from Topgolf. It's one of my favorite places to go to, and if you go there, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, you need to try the baked spaghetti, add a meatball. Also try the baked ziti with meat sauce, add sausage. You'll thank me. Save room for some pizzas and paninis as well. And don't forget about dessert as well. The best cheesecake I have had here in North Alabama is at Tellini's Italiano. Find out for yourself today. That's Tellini's Italiano, right off of University Drive in front of the Walmart. Located online at Tellinis.com. That's TELLINIS.com. Let's get some Tellini's tonight.
97.7 The Zone.
Now on Saturday, you are willing to give a little extra. Then you, because of your preparation and the things I'm trying to get across to you, and if we do that as a team, 11 at a time, 4 years from now, we'll be walking out of here national champion. And I'll tell you this, I expect nothing less.
97.7 The Zone. WZZN, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama.
Alabama!
Your home of the Crimson Tide Sports Network.
This is SportsCenter.
Good morning, I'm Doug Brown. The Yankees tie a major league record with 14 home runs in a two-game series. They hit 5 of them Wednesday night, including a pinch 2-run shot by Giancarlo Stanton in the 10th to sweep the Rays in Tampa 6-4. Dodgers right-hander Shohei Ohtani gives up 5 earned runs on 9 hits in 4 innings in his first start at Coors Field. The Rockies win that game 8-3. Ohtani also took a line drive off his right leg. Police in Kansas City report 3 shots were fired at the Chiefs practice facility in May of last year. One of those shots went into Coach Andy Reid's office about 15 feet away from where he was sitting. It did not appear to be a targeted attack. There were no injuries, and there are still no arrests in that case.
Specializing in simple and affordable rentals, McCurry Van and Car Rental can make sure you have just the right vehicle for your next family vacation, weekend getaway, or if you just need transportation while your vehicle is being repaired. McCurry carries Ford Transit vans and Mercedes Sprinter vans, trucks and work vans, and more. And they offer discounted rental rates for long-term rentals. Now with 4 locations: Athens, Muscle Shoals, Coleman, and Huntsville. Log on McCurryRentals.com to make your reservation now. That's McCurryRentals.com.
Listen to the Rocket City Trash Pandas all season long.
Swung on, rocketed, left center field. That's going to get down and go to the wall. Montanelli at first. He's on his way to second, and he'll pull in. There's the first ever cycle in Trash Pandas history.
Trash Panda Baseball is only on Talk Radio WZZN. Joe Hunk, John Abraham, 256-576-4977. Welcome to the Blitz.
Hello and welcome in to the show. John Abraham, Joe Hunk back in the studio. Of course, Brody over on the board, taking your phone calls at 256-576-9777. And oh boy, is it good to have you back, Joe. Yesterday was fun. Look, me and Brody had some bonding. You know, we were talking a lot of NASCAR, not on the show, off the show. We were talking a lot of racing just in general, but you know, I was doing the phone lines. I was talking the phone lines. I was throwing out the number, and I was just like, "Oh, there's a 4 just being left out there somewhere."
It was like a little ghost that was just kind of still hanging out there. No, it was yesterday. It was weird to not be on the air. I had to go handle some things over at UAH. I was at UAH yesterday morning from 8 o'clock until 3:30, working on things over there, and there'll be some more stuff about that coming up next week. But it was really crazy because part of it, I was having to go into some meetings that I'd never been in my life. And I'm sitting there and they're going, "Oh, so can you tell us what you do?" And I was like, "Oh, well, I do, games for the athletic program." And then the person beside me is like, "Yes, I'm over here with the science department. We're developing new molecules that we could possibly be sending into Mars." And I'm going, what the crap?
That's UAH.
Like, what in heaven's name? And then the person beside him was talking and she's like, "Yeah, so I'm working for the nursing department and we're able to be creating some things that hopefully are going to be able to help with premature babies as they're born. And I'm going, I literally say goal Chargers. Like, that's all I do, man. Like, that's it. And I'm sitting here beside these people and they're like trying to change the world. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, I really, really have like a new view of how some of this is and some of those things. So it was really cool to be in some of the meetings that I was able to be a part of, but to look around and to seriously think about, wow, this university does a lot of things that are way bigger than what we're doing and what we talk about and have fun with. And at the same time, when I talked about what I did, I could see the look on their face of like, oh, really? Like, this is kind of cool. And I'm thinking like, that goes back to the entertainment part that I love about it. But in the big scheme of what UAH is as a university, oh, heavens, I felt like a big idiot yesterday for majority of the day, like man. Meathead. They were talking about things and in all these meetings, and I'm like texting my wife, and I'm going, "What the heck am I in?" And she's like, "Yes, this is what the real world is like outside of doing radio." I'm like, "You don't understand. I've been in the radio world for decades. Like, I mean, just." So weird to have like real adult conversations, and the guy in front of me is trying to help build a ship to go to Mars, and I'm just like here like, yeah, well, I'm really excited about the soccer program, like, like I feel like it's so small in the scheme of what's happening over there.
Well,
it was absolutely wild, man.
UAH has a very wide range, and I think that's why a lot of people, outside of the state, they don't really talk too much about the Chargers. UAH, whatever they think Alabama Crimson Tide, they think Auburn, they think sometimes even UAB. I mean, of course, they've got a huge medical district as well, but with UAH, there's a lot of people that hold it up very high because there are a lot of smart kids that come out of that school and go on to do great things. And then, another thing is you're talking about your radio stuff, they're talking about their science stuff, and everybody's impressed, whether it's you being impressed with them or them being impressed with you. Everybody is living a totally different life, and I think that's the best part.
And the great thing is that a lot of these guys and a lot of these people that were here are going to be going to the games, and they're going to be going to basketball, and they're going to be going to volleyball, and that's in soccer, and those are the first sports that are getting going over at UAH. And it's one of those that you're looking around and you're going, I guarantee you if I walked into your world right now, I would be absolutely blown away. And then the same thing goes for us, because one of the biggest fears that any person has on this earth is public speaking.
Oh, is that actually a thing?
That really is. That genuinely is. I mean, I don't know if Brody, did they tell you this? Because Brody's hanging out over there as well. Whenever you were going through classes, did anybody ever talk about like one of the biggest fears for anybody is fear of public speaking?
They mentioned it. I don't know. Yeah.
But see, for us, it's an everyday thing.
I mean, if I knew that this was a bigger concern, I probably wouldn't have got up and just, freeballed my boy's wedding speech.
I totally did that when I was the best man. I screwed that up so bad.
I wasn't the best man. I was just one of the guys that was there. I was actually one of the dudes that stands behind the groom. But I just went up there and I started talking in front of all of these people up in Knoxville. I had no idea. I was like, who are you? Who are you? I don't care. This is my buddy. I'm going to start talking about him. It wasn't the best speech, but I didn't need notes. I was just able to go ahead and do it.
Yeah, I totally blew my best man speech. But that was the thing is like even my vows, when we go in, like getting into our wedding and everything with my wife's wedding, my wife, the whole time leading up to it, I mean, weeks and weeks and weeks, which guys, I don't know if you know this or not. If you're single, you guys should be learning this. Your wife is going to get on to you, and not get on to you, but kind of do these things where she'll say, so have you done this yet? So have you done this yet? And then as you get closer and closer to the event, it's, hey, so have you done this yet? It's coming up. We've only got 3 days. So have you done this yet? Like, that's going to keep going. Well, my wife was practicing that whenever we were getting towards our wedding. And she was doing like, okay, so have you written your vows yet? And I was like, yeah, no. Mm-mm. She goes, I've already got mine written out. I've already proofread it. My mom has proofread it. Like, well, I was like, wait, you wrote yours?
That's when the pressure really hits.
Yeah, and she's going, yeah, no, I've wrote it. Like, I've even, I'm going to give it to the pastor, and he's going to hand it over to me once it's time for it.
It's ready to go.
Yeah, exactly. It's ready to go. And I'm sitting there going, I'll come up with something. Dude, look, if the thing is, and I tell my son this, being ADHD is a superpower, okay? There's goods and negatives behind it. To every Superman, there's a kryptonite. But at the same time, when the pressure is on, that is when we do our best work.
I agree.
Like that is 100%.
Yeah.
When 80, like for us, we're trying to get ready for Sparkman football. You and I are, Moulton is already in the building because he's working on making sure everything's ready to go for the other broadcasts. And I'm thinking to myself, I want to be prepared. I want to be prepared. But then about 6:00 tomorrow night when we're in the stadium and the bands are starting to play, that's when all these ideas are going to start flowing to my head.
Yeah.
So go back to our wedding. My wife, we were taking pictures. Now I wanted to not see her before the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I didn't want to see her. So we go and we do this one and it's the one where like she and I are holding hands back to back. Yeah. We're not looking at each other. Uh-huh. Like we did not want to see each other beforehand. Like I was like, eyes were closed, all that.
They like put a bag over your face and then just took you to her.
When the picture was over with, like they led me out and I kept my eyes closed. Like one of those things. Holding her hand. They're like, all right, good. Just like that, which you can see this on WZZN TV right now. So I have my hands back. We're holding each other's hands and they're like, all right, you're good to go. And she goes, all right, I'll see you in a minute. So have you written your vows? I'm like, we just got finished with the picture. Can you just let me live? She's walking down the aisle and my best man, who's my nephew, Tyler.
Was she just wording vows?
Yeah. She was just looking at me and I'm bawling my eyes out. But then right before she got to me, I leaned over to my best man and I go, yeah, I still have nothing.
Oh, geez.
And I mean, like, seriously.
Golly.
So I did what I do with everything. I let her go first and I played off of everything she said. Could it have been better? Absolutely. But I had a church full of people and I wasn't nervous. That is a literal fear for so many. It's a fear from my wife, which is the reason why she had it written out. So I understand the fear of public speaking. And if I were to have turned around.
Whoa. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it might be a fear of hers, but she also might, have her stuff together at that time to where she's like, oh, I'll write up a script. So this is exactly what I wanted to say. For you, this is how it went for you. You said, I'm not going to write this. It's all right. Whenever I'm up on the stage, it'll all come to me. Yeah. And it'll be so natural, so fluent. And then you look back at it, you're just like, I did it. I don't remember what I said. Better. I don't remember what I said, but I did it.
No, I mean, it could have been better. It absolutely could. But the fear of actually standing up in public is what we're talking about. And for those people that are in that room, you could tell that was a fear of something. And so that's where the difference lies in this, because I do look at them and I'm thinking, you guys are creating stuff that's going to heal the world. Like you realize this, or somebody is going to be on Mars. They're going to be stepping foot on Mars at some point in time. They're going to turn this instrument upside down. And it's going to say, designed in Huntsville. Like it's going to say that. Okay. Like that's amazing. But then you flip and you come into our world and you are blown away by the fact that I could stand up in front of 3,000 people and it won't bother me to speak. Like that's how crazy it is in this, because I'm amazed by them, just like you said, and they're amazed by what we do, because a lot of people, the moment you get in and put this microphone in front of your face, so I'm really a big fan of this right here. Like, what was that last part? What was it? No, keep going. Like, that's the thing. So it is a skill, but it also helped ground me a lot yesterday in seeing something that we spend a lot of time helping with.
No doubt.
But how in the big scheme of the university, how many other things are happening there.
You're not wrong.
It was really amazing.
Huntsville is just that area. I mean, you have a lot of people from a lot of different backgrounds coming in here. I mean, obviously you still see this place getting built up. The Stadium Commons near Joe Davis, they are constructed fully up and ready to go. They just need the businesses inside of them right now. On top of that, the hotels that are downtown right now, they got built up in the matter of a few months. The Shipley's Donuts, is that what it's going to be called? The Schlotsky's Donuts? It's Shipley's Donuts, I think.
It's not going to be Schlotsky's Donuts. Are there Schlotsky's around?
I don't know. That's the one thing Huntsville might be missing.
They went from sandwiches to donuts? That's a left turn.
But that new donut shop is also getting constructed right now, and that went from nothing to a whole building in the matter of a few months. So it's like, and on top of that, the medical district's also just downtown. Like everything in Huntsville just attracts all of these people with different backgrounds. And I think it's so impressive. And this also includes roofing contractors. Fleming Roofing and Restoration, the guys you need to talk to about all of your roofing needs. If you're having any roofing problems, make sure you look them up online at FlemingHSV.com to fill out your free quote today. You can finish off your thought, Joe.
No, it was in with the roofing and everything. Trust me, with the amount of people that are moving into this city, like there's a lot of area in land in this city that we are adding subdivisions to, apartments to, things along those lines. But the other side of it is an older home. My mother-in-law just purchased a brand new home in Hazel Green because they moved out to be closer to all the kids, not just our kids, but our family's kids. And the house that they got was an older one. So they had to call Fleming and be like, hey, can you guys just inspect the roof? Just want to make sure that it's good, those sort of things. And if it's not, then those are situations that you are going to need somebody like Fleming to do. So if you are moving into the area, those are you can go with a new build, which is very easy. But if you are going with a pre-owned home, even calling Fleming for something like that, where they can help you out with that in determining the overall cost once you get into the home, that is something that Fleming can help you with as well.
You can get a free quote today. Just look them up online, FlemingHSV.com. And this is also another big reason why we play such a big role. And a lot of people might be impressed when it comes to what we do. Because we also help guide a lot of the new citizens to Huntsville to where to go, where we trust them to go. And Fleming, Bobcat of Huntsville, all of the wonderful restaurants over on Big Zone Deals are just a few of those places. And, of course, we're adding new ones every single day. But we got a lot of fun stuff to get into. We have Wacky Underdog picks officially starting today. And it's not limited to college. We're not doing the NFL this week just because it's still preseason. Those games are bogus. We don't add them in. But we have 4 legit college football games going on this weekend. On top of that, we've got 6 high school games going on over our airways on the 97.7 ESPN app, as well as on our website. So you guys look forward to that. And, of course, you can also throw out your picks for any high school game going on around the country.
There are 2 pick'ems right now in 7A alone for this weekend. One of them is down in Central Alabama with Central Tuscaloosa and Tuscaloosa County. That is a pick'em game, so you wouldn't be able to pick that upset. And the game that John and I are doing is also a pick'em in Spain Park and Sparkman. And as we've gone throughout the week, and I've done a lot more research on both of these teams, I can understand the reason why this game is a pick'em. So you won't be able to pick either of those. But Huntsville's a 14-point favorite over Hazel Green. You also have a team like Foley, who is a 16-point favorite over Baldwin County. Oof. If you wanted to go into Central Alabama, you've got Oak Mountain right now as a 5-point favorite over Briarwood Christian. Opelika is a 12-point favorite on Benjamin Russell. Athens and Mae Jemison are playing this weekend, where Athens is a 12-point favorite. Austin's a 7-point favorite. Like those are on Hartselle. So there are some upsets that you could possibly go with if you want to go high school football. So we kind of stuck our toe in the water last year with this, just doing it for fun.
Yeah.
But now we're all in on the pick'ems when it comes to upsets and wacky underdog picks. What are the rules for wacky underdog picks? Is there a point spread limit? Like it has to be 5 points or more or anything like that? Like that part I forgot from last season. Or is it just, Florence right now is a 3-point dog to Hillcrest Tuscaloosa?
I'd say 3 points is where you can kind of that's the limit. 3 points is the limit. I mean, if you want to go for a 1, I mean, what are you really doing for yourself at that point? Is that even a wacky underdog pick? So that's kind of what the rules are. We'll have some of the college spreads in the next segment, but 256-576 97.7 is the number to get in. We've got a lot of prizes to win in the halfway point of the Wacky Underdog pick season, as well as at the very end with our grand prize. So call in, get your picks in for week 0 of high school football as well as college football. It's going on this weekend. We'll get into the phone lines when we get back here on the Blitz on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. ESPN Winchester, who's also invited to hop in on the Wacky Underdog picks, as well as WZZN TV.
Yes, I don't have Tennessee up high school picks, just letting you know. Only Alabama.
Maybe Alabama high school.
This is The Blitz with Joe Hunk and John Abraham. 256-576-4977.
Eagle Masonry and Installation. It's right there in the name.
Eagle is your one-stop shop for block, stone, or brickwork, monument signs, and outdoor kitchens and fireplaces. Eagle also offers the finest craftsmanship and insulation, including fiberglass or spray foam insulation, and of course, insulation removal. Philip Love and his team have years of experience, bringing the region the best in masonry and insulation services. For more information and a quote, visit insulatewitheagle.com or call 256-755-1556. Eagle saves you time. Eagle saves you money.
From heirloom diamonds to contemporary jewels, Loring & Company is the place to find something truly special. Whether shopping for a diamond ring for that once-in-a-lifetime occasion or marking a milestone birthday or personal achievement with a Rolex watch, you'll find just the thing in our edit of the world's most sought-after brands, including David Yurman, Roberto Coin, Marco Bicego, and Fopay. Expect a treasure trove of the world's most unique, even breathtaking earrings, rings, necklaces, and bracelets, making choosing just one piece a challenge in itself. Loring & Company Jewelers on Airport Road.
Tom Abraham here from my friends at Your Home Window. Now is the time to take advantage of their huge end of summer sale and get ready for the fall. Right now, all windows are 35% off. All exterior doors are 40% off. Now you get the whole door, just the price is 40% off. And get this, 0% interest for 18 months, as in no interest, nada, none. As always, the estimates are free, as is the lifetime warranty. To make an appointment, go to yourhomewindow.com. That's yourhomewindow.com.
I'm here with Stan McDonald of Jacob Title. Stan, I've heard that every real estate closing at Jacob Title is a very big deal. Why is that?
Wes, I'm reminded of a very impactful statement that I heard from Coach Gene Stallings years ago when he talked about big games and little games. He said he didn't like that comparison. He says, because try losing one of those little games. And if you ever do, it ends up being the biggest game all year long. Well, it's the same thing with real estate closings. Every game, every closing is a very big deal at Jacob Title. Because when it's your closing and your contract on the line, it's a very big deal, and we understand that at Jacob Title.
So it sounds like whether your client is a first-time residential buyer or a multi-million-dollar investor, they can expect your A game.
That's exactly right. As a matter of fact, when you bring your real estate closing to us at Jacob Title, we understand it's all about trust and confidence. And when Stan McDonald tells you that a chicken dips snuff, you can look under his wing for the box.
And like Beebs likes to say, there's no doubt about it.
Tom Abraham here from my friend Mike Owen at Owen Home Appliance Center. You know it's hot outside, so cool down with an upright or chest freezer in stock at Owen Home Appliance Center. And don't let those beverages get hot. Get an under-counter ice machine with a built-in pump for just $12.99. Or how about a fridge out by the pool or in the garage for extra cold drinks? You can get a scratch and dent 18 cubic foot refrigerator for just $3.49 while supplies last. Go to owenappliance.com to learn more. That's owenappliance.com.
The Tom Abraham Show, weekdays beginning at noon on 97.7 ESPN The Zone and WZZN TV.
My bag, as hard as it get, I do not throw powder. I might take a sip, I might hit the blunt, but I'm liable to.
I did. I was telling John right before the mics came on that I did think about you yesterday, and the only reason is because when you started the show, you were talking about how you and Brody talked NASCAR off the air yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And yesterday was when I saw the first screenshots of the new NASCAR racing game.
I saw you like that too.
I went, crap, I know I'm going to love this game. I know I'm going to. Look, the last NASCAR game I love. It is so much fun. It was so much fun.
Which one?
The one, like literally the last one that came out, like NASCAR
Ignition?
No, I think it was Heat 5.
Yeah, like Heat 5.
Heat 5 is fine.
Yeah, Heat 5, where you start like on the dirt tracks and you work your way all the way up. Like,
sure, that's not Ignition.
No, that's Heat 5.
Okay,
yeah, it's 5.
I haven't played a lot.
I researched this before I purchased it because I'm like, look, if I'm going to buy a NASCAR game, I ain't buying multiple NASCAR games. It's not like baseball.
Because I know Ignition 21 had the dirt tracks as well. They they revamped everything in that game, and it was god awful. Brody knows. He pre-ordered it, actually. Yeah. That's why you just don't pre-order. You wait and take a look for a little bit. There's also some other games coming out. iRacing Arcade is also an interesting one that's going to be coming out. I might even have to get that. I might.
Yeah, NASCAR 25 is supposed to be dropping on October 14th. And the one that I was talking about was NASCAR Heat 5, which came out in 2020, which is the reason why I bought it. It's because it was during COVID. I had nothing to do. My son was a year old and he was just sitting there. So it's not like we could do anything. Yeah. And so I was playing that.
I need to pull up how many hours I have on that game.
Oh, definitely do that. The last NASCAR game that I actually bought was a PSP NASCAR game. and it was going off of the 2005, 2007 model where you could drive in 4 different cars. They had the wheel-in models as well, the truck racing, as well as the Xfinity, or at that point, the Busch League. But
yes, I will say I did think about you yesterday when I saw that, because I thought to myself, you know what, this is actually looking like a fun game.
Well, there you
go. This actually looks like something that I would participate in and have fun with.
I hope that I see a Joe Hunk paint scheme similar to that Havoc monster truck that you got,
dude, the Havoc
on the
monster
track
truck.
one of these days.
That's exactly what the car is going to look like. If I can do like a design where I can import images and stuff,
oh yeah,
I will 100% make my NASCAR look exactly like that monster truck that was designed for me.
That'd be legit.
And give it to me. And Havoc fans are absolutely amazing. And the Havoc fan that gave this to me, he walked up to us all the way up in the catwalk at the VBC to hand me this monster truck, and I loved it. It was amazing.
The Havoc fans are very creative because they're creating like models of the players. They're also, I know there's a lot
They're about to create more because tonight's the New Jersey drop.
Oh my gosh, it's so exciting.
Yep.
The season's getting close, so we're looking forward to it. Of course, you guys are going to be able to listen to all of their games here on this station. But, of course, it's football season. We're getting into that, and we can only hype up one at a time, right? That's not 100% correct. But regardless, we are talking Wacky Underdog picks, and I want to throw out the 4 college football games you guys are going to be able to get into today. And if you want, we can also throw out the hype cage, the hype range.
Hype cage.
So, because these 4 games, we got to be excited about some of them, all right? Which one are we going to allocate our time to on Saturday? So, Joe, I'm not like stressing for you to get the music going, but that would also play a pretty big
Wait,
role.
is that like you were going to do that now?
I'm going to do that.
Oh, you want the hype gauge now? Okay.
We'll do that as well as opening up the phone lines because we do have Brandon on and we do have a few other people on.
Go to
as well.
Brandon, I'll have it ready by then.
But Brandon, what is up, man?
So I'm going to go to a game tonight, I guess because of an official shortage. They have moved Spring Gardens game to tonight, and they're going to play Sandrock at Sandrock. And the prediction that I'm seeing is a 96-4 split where they are predicting Spring Garden 40-7 over Sandrock.
Wow. God. I know that Spring Garden's got some good teams, all right? I've nenever heard of their football team. Can you elaborate a little bit more on what makes this team special?
Well, they had their first 10-0 regular season last year, and I believe it was Wadley they ran into like a 100-pound hammer, like a lot of people did, and that was that. I think had they not had that matchup, then you'd probably seen 3rd, 4th round of playoffs. Now Noah Barber was their quarterback last year, and he's being replaced this year by Brady Ruark, and I know his brother. I was at his graduation some 3 months ago, and this kid's a baller. He's not afraid. He's not afraid to lower that head, try to get some yards, but he's going to stand in there and try to throw that ball. He's kind of the mix of what you want of not being afraid to run, but looking to pass first. And they're going to do it up on a Thursday night. And looking forward to being there. May have went and bought like $75 worth of dollar box candy from Dollar General for the cheerleaders to throw because we couldn't get our hands on the foam footballs. So hopefully nobody's eyes get knocked out or glasses get knocked off. So we're going to tell people to be looking for flying boxes of candy and hope that this may be a 1 week thing. It may not go past this. So
well, you got to allocate the throwing of the candy on like timeouts or like penalties and stuff like that, where the fans are definitely going to be looking at the cheerleaders ready for that candy to come straight to them. So.
It's supposed to replace the footballs they throw after a touchdown.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean,
it's just the footballs are like $3 a piece, and the boxes of candy are $1.
I mean, you can do the math on that one. I mean, it's just, and you get candy out of that. I remember I did hold on to some of those footballs that we got during the high school games, but candy, it's a little bit more instant gratification, I would say.
Well, hopefully the kids will enjoy it anyway.
Yeah.
You were talking about the hour counter on a PlayStation?
Yes.
I know people that almost ended engagement.
Oh, that's not new. Yeah, that's not something crazy.
Yeah, that was one that I was like the hours on it, like it is actually kind of sad if you go and look at how many hours you spend on certain things. I think the exact same thing whenever I am looking for, whenever I'm doing this, I'm going, ooh, this is, yeah.
Have you found it, Brody?
So
I gotta know.
My app login didn't work, but I know the last time I had checked it,
okay,
I was over 300 hours on NASCAR Heat 5.
Okay, that's quite a few days.
I've probably done.
All right.
It's like, what would that be? I mean, that's a lot.
See, I just looked it up now. 190 hours for MLB The Show for me right now.
Dang.
And 206 hours for the Japanese game.
Golly, you guys play a lot of video games.
No, I literally only get to play like for an hour a night. Okay. Let me see how much time.
I was gonna say I've had that game for like 5 years, and that's all I play. That and 2K. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I have not had this game for 5 years, and I'm still at 200.
Trying to look and see mine as well, but Brandon, continue because I know we kind of cut you off there.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you're good on that. And I just want to say, y'all were talking about Huntsville. They're annexing 1,000 acres in Morgan and Marshall County. Am I incorrect in that?
I believe that is correct, which is the reason why as far as square footage, Huntsville is now almost the size of Chicago.
Okay, so my question there is going to be, y'all got 17 schools now annexing 1,000 acres. Are they going to try to put that into the existing schools, or are we going to see an expansion of Huntsville City Schools?
I don't think that we have gotten to that part of the discussion yet with it, because that annexation that you're talking about only happened like maybe a couple of weeks ago, if I remember that correctly. And so I don't think that they have gotten to the part where they have to start just talking about school districts and how they're going to be breaking those up. So I do not have the answer for that yet.
That is a large amount of land to be bringing into a city that's huge already.
Oh, absolutely. No, it's a massive amount, which is the reason why when you see it being compared to Chicago as far as square footage is concerned, you go, whoa, hold up now. Like, let's start thinking about this, which again, that also just increases the size of what it is throughout the state of Alabama as well. So there's a reason why you are hearing more about Huntsville being the biggest city in the state.
Okay. Well, I saw that and I thought to myself, I was like, every single school in Huntsville is going to end up being redistricted to where they're all 7A if they keep eating land like this.
I agree.
Yeah, it's around Green Mountain, Ditto Landing. That's part of all this. It's being part of the annexation part. Big Cove is going to be a part of it as well, which that means that you're starting to get into like school district for like Grissom. You're starting to get into what with Big Cove, that was also Madison County School District as well. So things like that you're going to be getting into, the Hampton Cove school districts, that sort of stuff is all part of this.
And y'all got the 5 zones for the games on Friday night.
Yes.
So when you pull the app up and you get ready to click on which one, are you going to have the spread and the over-under next to it? That way you already know what it is going into the game before you click on it?
Yeah. I don't know if we go that far. I mean, we could definitely.
We can't go that far. We can't go that far on the broadcast.
None of they're not official. That's the thing.
Yeah,
none of these are official.
Yeah, none of these are official. Like, you can't go to FanDuel and bet on this or anything like that. But see, here's the other thing about it is that like this is the whole two worlds thing. Okay, so like in the world of the Blitz, we can have fun with this. We can joke around. We can do all of that. But then the moment that the opening starts for the Spartman broadcast, then it is play-by-play Joe and play-by-play John.
Still fun.
It's still fun, and it's going to be but it's going to be more professional, and we're not going to be joking around the same way that we do here unless there's a reason for us to do that. So, that's the whole spreads and all that. Yeah, we can't do that one because they can't really do that in the NFL either. I mean, they don't put the spread up by the television listings whenever it starts. Now,
well, the UFL does that, the XFL, whatever they call it.
If nobody watches it, does anybody know that happens?
I know what happens. I mean, it's a good idea
but yeah, you see my point. Like, we all know what the spread is for the Alabama Florida State game, and they may make a reference to it towards the end of the game if it is a 10-point game or a 14-point game, but they don't put it up beside the numbers and beside all that.
I had to take that shot. I just figured I'd put it there. I figured Moulton probably stopped where it was at and turned around.
No, trust me, this state is losing out so much money when it does come to gambling. It is absolutely ridiculous at how many things in this state would be fixed if we could just gamble. Well, I should say gamble legally.
Well, with you guys and what you do in high school football, when you take a look at what you've got around Madison, who do you on your early list think are going to be your, I guess, all city, all county people? So do y'all have a list of right now? You say this is our short list for all city quarterback, all city linebacker, all city wide receiver. Do y'all have a list that you've worked to that effect?
I wouldn't say we do, but I feel like talking ball.
No, Drew would know that off the top of his head. The other part of this is that there are, and I've learned this over the course of the last few weeks, is there are a lot of players that have transferred into this area that is kind of one that you want to go, all right, like this could absolutely be a massive person. Like we found out about a couple of players that transferred into Sparkman, and I'm thinking to myself, hold up, I'm reading some stuff behind the scenes on this, and this guy may be a difference maker because they've swapped positions or something like that. So in my head right now, like I was sitting and trying to think about it, but everything that keeps popping up for me keeps going down to Central Alabama because of the way Thompson and the way that Spain Park and Hoover and those teams are, because like Spain Park, for instance, like we're going to be having that game, they're starting running back from last year transferred to Hoover. Now, Hoover and Spain Park are in the same city. They're just in different school districts. Yep. But he transferred over to Hoover, and he's now like a 4-star running back that just picked up a commitment from Ohio State, but he's no longer with Spain Park. So my mind keeps going there because I've been focusing so much on Central Alabama to learn more about Spain Park as we get ready for it. Mm-hmm. And also off the top of my head, when I think about All City, I'm thinking about, a lot of the schools that were at our high school media day in Huntsville and Grissom and Mae Jemison and those types. And I'm just going, like they do have some players now. The Mae Jemison defensive end that's committed to Auburn.
Yeah, Hezekiah Harris.
That right there is your answer to player of the year.
Exactly.
Questions.
And that's what I look at whenever it comes down to, the all district, all
I'm trying to think of a quarterback.
I think of the recruitments, where they land with the 5 stars, the 4 stars. Hezekiah Harris, he's a 4-star from Mae Jemison. We got to see him at high school.
And that man is a beast.
He's a huge dude. I mean, that guy's gigantic. But a lot of the recruiting for Alabama comes from a little bit downstate. And of course, this is changing. I mean, we're seeing a little bit more growth go on. But, there's kids from Muscle Shoals that are committed to Alabama. We got a defensive edge over there. And there's plenty more, but a lot of them, you look down that list and it's Montgomery, it's Birmingham. And then there's a little bit more of the Muscle Shoals area. But if I'm looking at I'm not looking at the all-state, all like that, all area. I'm looking at the recruiting when it comes down to, who is the best in the area, because that's the thing that's going to move these players forward within their careers.
Well, gentlemen, I wish y'all well on your broadcast tomorrow night. And if at any point one of y'all says, well, they've covered, just know you will hear me laughing from here all the way to Huntsville.
I would love to, but whoever wins is going to cover.
That's
true. That's it for our game. It's a pick 'em. So like that's the other thing. So yeah, that's what I'll do. That is how. If Sparkman wins, I will say, let's go to Waffle House, and I want it smothered and covered. There we go.
Let's go Columbia.
That is true.
Yes, let's go Columbia.
He does have Columbia down as his Wacky Underdog.
Columbia is like UAB to us. Like we have everybody is you're either like an Alabama fan or you're an Auburn fan.
Yeah.
But dang it, you just also want that other team to win. Like, just come on, I want y'all to be good too. Like, I want you to be good.
Good stuff from Brandon. You guys can get in on the conversation as well. 256-576-97-7. The 4 games that are going on right now, Joe. And if you got the hype music, that's good. If not,
I do. Not trying to just. It's coming out of the wrong speaker. Is what it's doing.
Oh my gosh.
It's coming out of connect to a device. You're absolutely right. I want to connect to a device.
The pressure is on.
I am trying. That's what I thought I had. I thought I had it ready to go. My computer says it's connected to a device.
I meant to say this while you're getting that started. I meant to say this. Whenever I go down the aisle or whenever I'm standing, at the podium, whenever I'm about to get married, I want to be playing. So that's like the biggest pressure that will be on me in my entire life. I think that should be played at every single man's wedding.
Yes, absolutely. That's the reason why I'm extremely annoyed right now that this is not playing, because I had it ready to go. I've had everything prepped and good to sounding. See, come on, man.
Technology, man. Technology.
It is.
I'm just going to name out these 4 games. All right, Joe. That's what I'm going to do, and we'll see how it goes throughout the show. But we've got some big spreads over at the college football scene. Idaho State versus UNLV. Who's going to be watching it? Probably nobody from this area, but it's college football, and it's tasty. And Joe still isn't
Look, I'm going to continue to work on this until I get it right.
It is going to blast out my ears whenever you finally get that thing going.
It absolutely is, and it's going to annoy me.
But there's one reason why you should watch this game, and that is the 26.5-point spread.
You son of a gun.
In favor of the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. So 26 points could be yours if you pick this game. It's going to be going points? On. Yeah, it's 26.5 spread. It's going to be going on at 3 p.m. on Saturday. Now, this one, not very exciting in my opinion. Of course, the spread, if you pick it, it's going to get you a lot of points. You might even win off of this thing if it is an upset. Again, Idaho State has to win that game. Then we have Idaho State. Iowa State versus Kansas State. Big 12 matchup, one of the biggest ones I would say to start off this week. I think it is the biggest game of this weekend. And this is a 22 versus a 17. Kansas State is currently a 3-point favorite. This one, again, is in Dublin, Ireland. So it's going to be a little bit of an interesting setting. I think this game should honestly be more of a pick'em. But I do like what I'm seeing from Kansas State going into this season. I feel like they do have more depth than what we're seeing out of the Cyclones. But this is still the 22 ranked team in the country. And yes, you could say, the preseason AP poll means nothing. Well, it means something because, of course, the Cyclones came off of a really good season last year. But I'm still favoring Kansas State as one of the best teams in the Big 12. So just something to think about, especially because Avery Johnson, the junior quarterback's looking to have
explain
an
that
amazing
to me.
season.
Why are you picking them?
Because the depth is totally it is night and day. When you look at the Iowa State and you look at Kansas State, and you look at the quarterback that is at Kansas State, I think that this team has a little bit more of what it takes to win these games right out the gates. This is also a team that I think will lead throughout a majority of the Big 12. Throughout the majority of the season. I'm liking what I'm seeing. They got a few transfer wide receivers as well. It's going to kind of throw off Avery Johnson, but I think they're talented enough to make it happen. It's a veteran presence as well. But right now, 3 points towards Kansas State. If Iowa State wins, though, you guys get the 3 points.
I'm gonna pause you on this real fast.
Pause me.
I'm just gonna pause you on this. Here's the reason why. I want to go full Adele on this thing. Okay. If everybody remembers, and even if you don't remember on this, I'm going to explain. There was a point in time where like Adele was on the stage at the Grammys. She starts her song and she wasn't feeling it. And she literally had the band stop right there and go, you know what? We're going to restart this. When we come back, we're going to restart this and we're going to do it right. Okay.
With the music,
with the music and everything. Like we're only giving you like a third of effort on this because we don't have it the way that it needs to be.
I was just throwing out the week 0 picks.
No,
this
I know.
is week 0. It's a little tease.
We're going to do this right where you get the full hype gauge experience.
You're not wrong. The hype gauge.
I know it's really the first one that we're really doing as a plan. But this is we're going to do this right, or we're not doing it at all.
How did the unplanned version of the hype gauge work so well?
Because my computer worked the way that it was supposed to. Yeah, that was the reason why.
Well, let's rough them up a little bit while we head to break.
That definitely helps electronics. If you beat on it, perfect.
Well, yeah, you give it a banging. the motors start moving a little bit faster.
It's like, I'm sorry, I was only given half effort. No, we're going to give you full effort. Okay, when we come back, full effort on the hype gauge. We're going to get everybody together. We're going to huddle up. We're going to have a team meeting. We're going to come back 100% on this next one. Okay.
Okay.
All right. We'll continue this when we come back. WZZN TV, 97.7 ESPN The Zone, and ESPN Winchester. You get 100% maximum effort when we come back.
You got like 75%.
Yes, 30.
Joe Hunk John Abraham, 256-576-4977. This is the Blitz on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
This is Brent Musburger's VSiN Action Update on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. Drivers who switch to Progressive have an annual savings of nearly $750. Progressive.com.
Braves win the series to the White Sox, shutting out Chicago 1-0 yesterday. An off day today for the Braves. They will host the Mets tomorrow at Truist Park. Joey Logano 10-1 to win the Coke Zero Sugar 400 at Daytona Saturday night. Austin Cedric, Chase Elliott, William Byron all 11-1. Austin Hill 3-1 to win tomorrow's Wawa 250 Xfinity Series race at Daytona. Scotty Scheffler plus 150 to win the Tour Championship at Eastlake. And the Atlanta Falcons are a 2.5-point underdog of the Dallas Cowboys tomorrow night in their preseason finale. The total 35.5 at AT&T Stadium. For more, go to VSIN.com. Mike Sennett, 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Hi, this is Wes Neighbors. I'm here with Sam Fleming with Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Sam, tell the folks about Fleming Roofing and Restoration.
Hey, Wes. Our company, Fleming Roofing and Restoration, specializes in commercial and residential roofing and repairs. I'm a fifth-generation Huntsvillian, and our family's been doing construction business in Huntsville area since 1965.
Sam, what kind of roofs does Fleming Roofing and Restoration do?
Our guys are skilled enough. We can come out and address any kind of leaks or issues you might have on your commercial, on your metal roofing, on your shingles. We can do anything, and we can offer you a solution to repair it, or we can replace it.
You guys also do insurance restoration.
Our staff has 10-plus years of experience as insurance adjusters, and we really do know the inside and out of the claims process at Fleming Roofing and Restoration.
Check out Fleming Roofing and Restoration online at FlemingHSV.com, or you can call or text them at 256-651-9440.
Hey, Wes, we show up.
Isn't the story of the prodigal son an amazing story? Basically, a rowdy boy who literally wished his father dead, ran away, and consumed his wealth with hard and fast living. Yet the father looked for his return every day, and when the boy got tired of eating pig slop, he decided to return. What did the father do? As soon as he saw that boy, he ran to him, threw his arms around him, and killed the fatted calf for a great celebration. Hey, I'm John Dees, pastor of the Cross Point Church. If you're looking for a church home, come see us, smack dab across the street from the YMCA in Madison.
Sure, Valley Equipment Rental takes care of the homeowner and his needs, but how about the pros out there? Well, Valley Equipment has the big stuff as well. The equipment you need to get any job done. I'm talking about the big track hoe excavators, from the 30,000-pound mid-size one to the big boy 50,000-pound units. Need a dozer on the job? Well, they've got them up to 105 horsepower, and that's a good-sized machine. Plus, Valley Equipment has more lifts than anyone around. Up to 80-foot booms that reach 56 feet with a 10,000-pound capacity. 2 locations, North and South Parkway. Check them out today.
John Abraham here with Bobcat of Huntsville. Men, the season is upon us. This is what all the playbooks have prepared us for. But here, there's no need for a 3-4 defense because we're not talking about the football season. We're talking about the get-done season. Starting August 13th, Bobcat of Huntsville will have a full line of steel products for you to throw at those jobs you've been putting off until now. So put away those fantasy draft notes and pick up the tool you've been waiting for because it's time to get it done. Bobcat of Huntsville, run off of Highway 20 in Madison.
Mike Rowe here with a quick question. Have you noticed cracks in your drywall, chimney, or exterior walls? I hope not, because if you have, they could be indications that you've got a much bigger problem with your foundation. That's where AFS comes in, a groundworks company. They can honestly assess your situation and create a plan to stabilize your foundation. Schedule your free inspection at afsrepair.com/row. And while you're there, check out my latest dirty job. It's a good one.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Calling all UAH Charger students and parents. Welcome to Nexus, the first student apartment community built especially for you. Nexus is brand new, located next to the UAH Fitness Center. Enjoy your own bedroom, bathroom, fully furnished units, kitchen, washer, dryer, study room, and game lounges. And best of all, an easy walk to campus and classes. Call today to enjoy the complete college experience. Move in before fall classes start. 256-683-3939. And go Chargers.
There's a lot of talk these days about who's the biggest. I'm attorney Gary Lackey. Bigger doesn't equal better.
I'm attorney Jennifer Lackey. We know we're not the biggest. We don't want to be.
I'm attorney Justin Lackey. We're big enough to handle your case and get you the help you need,
but small enough to welcome you. Where you're never just a number, you're part of our family.
The Lackey Law Firm, 1-800-4RIGHTS.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Want to save some money?
I can take money and I can make it into more money.
Just check out our zone deals online at 977ESPN.com. We are 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Keep holding on when my brain's ticking like a bomb.
All right, we had to press a hard reset on that last segment.
Look, you're going to get the best, and if we're only halfway doing it and it doesn't sound good, then, I'm not afraid of pulling an Adele.
Yeah,
and just stopping it right in the middle and go, no, we need to do this better.
I understand.
You deserve better.
I understand. You were trying to get that thing set up, and it was taking you away from the 100% that we could have had.
Yeah, and in all honesty, I don't even know what games you talked about because I was so focused on trying to get this fixed. So
a bunch of potato farmers. That's what I talked about.
Let's try this properly now with the proper intro, because every single Thursday, what we are going to be doing is we're going to be introducing you to something that is going to be called the hype gauge. Now, and this, what John will do is read off a list of games, and on a scale of 1 to 10, you will be choosing and picking how hyped you are to watch said football game. Your true thoughts. True thoughts.
100%.
So let's do this one right. The hype gauge. The hype gauge.
Now, all of these games that we're going to be talking about, you will be able to hop in on the Wacky Underdog picks. We got a wide open segment when we get back after this break, but let's run it down to what we got. Idaho versus UNLV.
What is your hype gauge?
26.5-point spread.
Oh, good God.
In favor of UNLV. Of course it is. Of course it is. This is like that extra game you didn't even know that was going on this weekend.
I'm going to get Brody in on the hype gauge. I want you on there. What number would you give this? 1 to 10. 1 being, I swear this game could happen right now in my own living room and I wouldn't watch it. 10 being, I would miss my own wedding for it.
I'm going to give it a 2.
A 2.
Wow.
So it could be happening in his front yard and he wouldn't be watching it.
I'll have it on, but I'll be getting a nap.
He's treating it like I treat NASCAR.
I mean, I see why you would have it on. There's no other game going on at 3 o'clock. Yeah, it's a bad game. It's not that good. I honestly won't be watching this one. I won't even be thinking about this one.
Yeah.
I give it a 1 as well, unless I'm picking it for my Wacky Underdog pick.
It's Idaho and who?
Idaho State.
Idaho State.
And UNLV. You remember the team that less people would remember.
Oh, okay. No, yeah, because I was thinking if this was in Idaho and we were playing it at the Kibbe Dome, then my
like a 4 maybe.
It would be a little bit higher. But now it's UNLV and Idaho State, like 0.5.
Yeah. It's in an NFL stadium, by the way. So
well, that's where all UNLV games are in NFL stadiums because they've also moved over and they played the same place as the Raiders.
Allegiant Stadium. On to the next. This one is the ranked matchup, top 25 matchup. Brought it up. I'm favoring Kansas State, but I do like it. Top 25, Iowa State versus Kansas State, Big 12 matchup in Dublin, Ireland. The only place to start out the college football season. America, baby.
What time is this game kicking off?
11
a.m. Brody.
I'll give it like a 6.
So he's on a 6. Look, I'm letting you know right now.
Very light
if you're going to be a part of the hype gauge, I'm going to give it a 6. No.
I'll give it a 6.
There we go. I mean, that was almost Hulk Hogan-like.
That was a good one.
That's right.
You know it, brother.
But yeah, that's it. So your hype gauge is a 7 or 6. Mine is a 7. I'll watch it. I'll have it on. I'll be paying attention to it, but I know at some point in time, I'm going to kind of stray away. I'm going to pay attention for a good bit of it, but unless this game is close in the fourth quarter, I'm going to start sliding away from it a little bit.
I gotcha. 3 points going towards Kansas State. That means Iowa State is the underdog. You guys can pick it. I'm going 8. I'm 1 up in both of you guys. Because first off, it's in Dublin, Ireland. Second off, the Big 12, say what you will about the teams, it is the best when it comes to parity. We have lower-ranked teams beating upper-ranked teams. I'm thinking this one's going to be a lot more exciting than you think. It could even be a little preview into what the Big 12 championship might look like in December.
The only reason I would change my 7 to an 8, 9, or 10, if every single cheerleader, male and female, as well as coach, are wearing kilts. Okay. That's the only reason. Okay. Unless somebody is in a kilt, I'm sticking at 7.
Well, there's a lot of fans going to be there. There are probably going to be some in kilts.
I'm saying,
just don't jump up and down.
Coaches, cheerleaders, mascots, everything. Kilt me up.
That would bring me to like a 9 if that was a kid. That'd be a fever dream.
Absolutely. What if Avery Johnson just shows up in a kilt?
He could. No, look. What I'm saying is, because this is what happens. What happens when one of these teams scores a touchdown? What's one of the coaches going to do? They're going to run on the field. They're going to do that spinning like back chest bump thing that they're going to do.
Don't do that.
Kilt's going to go flying in the air. Like, I want to see how they're going to handle this. Okay, so give me a kilt just for the entertainment factor.
You're going to see a little bit more than just that, Joe.
It depends on if they go full Irish tradition or not.
Going into the later slate of college football games, Kansas going to be facing off against Fresno State. Right now, Kansas is a 12.5-point favorite against the Bulldogs.
Brody, what is your hype gauge? Oh, God, if I do this the whole time, my voice is going to be going.
I would give it like a 5. I mean,
wow. It's more than I thought.
I'll watch any game that Kansas or Kansas State plays, but I'm not,
I guess you are a Kansas guy, though.
Are you from Kansas?
I am not.
So never mind, it's for another time.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
What is yours?
I'm going to give it a 3.
I'm going to give it a 5.
Oh.
Only because I want to see how much all this investing in Kansas football, how much is that going to actually like improve the attendance,
play on field as well?
The play on the field, the look, the vibe, all of that.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Thinking about that, the $300 million donation by the guy that's literally David Booth, it's the name of the field. I do want to see.
Shocker, the biggest donor is also his name's on the field.
Yeah.
Auburn fans wouldn't have to know about that, would they?
The guy got brand new jerseys for this team, a brand new look on the football field. It is going to look different, and this is going to be in Lawrence, Kansas. So, I mean, that adds a little layer to it. But again, this is Kansas versus Fresno State. Any other year, I wouldn't care about it just because they have somewhat of a flashy quarterback this season.
What time is the game?
Anything.
What time is the game?
5:30 p.m.
5:30 p.m. I will have it on a TV as I'm playing video games.
Okay.
That's the way I'll treat this one.
Okay. Well, moving on from that one, we got Sam Houston versus Western Kentucky on CBS. This is a 10-point spread in favor of Western Kentucky.
Brody.
I like watching Western Kentucky play. Like I like that style of offense. I'll give that a 5 as well.
I think you just like TJ Finley last year.
I like seeing him not in Wyndham Blitz.
Okay.
That's right.
Makes sense. I'm going to give this a 2.
Just like TJ Finley, I am not going to be paying attention to Western Kentucky. I am a 1. This thing could be happening in my office, and I would be paying attention to something else.
I care about the next one a little bit more. We'll drop that when we get back. It's an interesting ACC matchup.
Also, when we come back, we're going to be joined by not one guest, but 2, because Tom Abraham is going to join us, as is the brand new head coach of Buckhorn, as they get ready for their game tomorrow night that you'll be able to listen to on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. Winchester, WZZN TV is for you.
Phone lines are open now. 256-576-4977. This is The Blitz on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
The state's largest orthopedic group is growing to meet the needs of the patients in our community. The Orthopedic Center has long been the most trusted name in orthopedics in North Alabama. So as our area continues on the fast track, so does the need for premier orthopedic care anywhere and anytime you need it. TOC is proud to announce the opening of our new locations in Albertville and Hampton Cove, along with the grand opening of our newest office in Decatur. These clinics will offer the same high-quality orthopedic care you have come to associate with TOC, with the convenience of being closer to home. As a patient, your time is your most precious asset, and we recognize that at TOC. That's why we are also proud to announce the opening of our urgent ortho clinics to handle those bumps and bruises that need prompt attention. These clinics are available to care for acute orthopedic injuries with no appointment necessary. With 38 physicians, 20 centers of excellence, and now more than a dozen locations to serve you, TOC will continue to be the name you turn to for the best orthopedic care at the right time. Visit our website at visittoc.com for more information. TOC, helping you live a better life.
Your customers deserve the best, and so do you. You invest in your customers with your heart, soul, and skill. Well, it's time to invest in yourself with the next generation Cat 255 compact track loader from Thompson Tractor. After all, those who give their best deserve the best, and this machine has it all. With features that include a more powerful engine, tri-axle truck loading capabilities, a spacious cab, and a smooth ride for all-day comfort. Best of all, now Thompson Tractor is making that investment even better with our Workhorse Special. Get 0% financing for 36 months on the purchase of a new Cat 255 compact track loader that comes with a 3-year warranty. You also get a 74-inch bucket and 1,000-hour filter kit. Due to popular demand, this offer is extended through September 30th. Visit ThompsonTractor.com for details. Thompson Tractor, we're here for you.
The company is Eagle Masonry and Insulation, but did you know they're also Eagle Landscaping and Dirt Work? Eagle can take care of all your landscaping needs, including irrigation, sod work, and planting, both plants and trees. On the dirt work side, Eagle can grade and build your pads, haul dirt in or out, and even do erosion control. Philip Love and his team can do it all for you. The website is the same, insulatewitheagle.com, as is the phone number, 256-755-1556. Give them a call and see what Eagle can do for you. Eagle saves you time. Eagle saves you money.
Tom Luganbill here for my friends at Woody Anderson Ford. Bobby White and his team take great pride in their service department, and you can see it the moment you walk into those beautiful new service lanes. And just like a championship team, they all work together to make sure your experience is second to none, whether you drive a Ford or not. Also, check out the gold certified pre-owned inventory at Woody Anderson Ford for great deals every day. Stop by and see them at Jordan and Sparkman or at Woody Anderson of Madison on Hughes Road, or visit WoodyAndersonFord.com.
Let's talk about the X's and O's of family entertainment. Every parent in Alabama knows the importance of being able to draw up an activity that'll get you out of the house for a couple of hours. But it needs to be affordable. It needs to be family-friendly. Above all, it needs to be fun. Now, let's talk about high school sports. Bang for your buck, school sports provide the perfect game plan for your family. You'll enjoy all of the drama and excitement competitive sports offer. You'll be supporting the future leaders of our community in a meaningful way. Best of all, you can take the entire family without breaking the bank. Heck, you won't even dent it. Now, enough chalk talk. Let's get out there and see what's playing at the high school in your community. School sports. Good for our kids, good for our community. This message presented by the Alabama High School Athletic Association and the Alabama High School Athletic Directors and Coaches Association.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
A wise man once said, "If you take care of old folks and children, everything in the middle will take care of itself."
Hi, I'm Danny Aldridge, lawyer in Alabama and Tennessee. In the next 20 years, the number of those folks over 65 years of age will more than double. In our golden years, the most important goal is to be treated with dignity and have control over doing what makes you grateful with those you love. At the Aldridge Law Firm and the Legal Town Center, we're dedicated to help you with these goals, and we'll be there when life throws you those inevitable curveballs. Let us assist you with your legal needs, whatever they may be or become. You may reach us by phone at 256-534-3188 or online with Dan at danaldridgelaw.com. Just remember, we're here to help. Whether it's personal injury, wrongful death, fraud and cheat, or estate planning made complete, we're here to help.
This is Brent Musburger's VSiN Action Update on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. Drivers who switch to Progressive have an annual savings of nearly $750. Progressive.com.
Braves win the series to the White Sox, shutting out Chicago 1-0 yesterday. An off day today for the Braves. They will host the Mets tomorrow at Truist Park. Joey Logano 10-1 to win the Coke Zero Sugar 400 at Daytona Saturday night. Austin Cedric, Chase Elliott, William Byron all 11-1. Austin Hill 3-1 to win tomorrow's Wawa 250 Xfinity Series race at Daytona. Scotty Scheffler plus 150 to win the Tour Championship at Eastlake. And the Atlanta Falcons are a 2.5-point underdog of the Dallas Cowboys tomorrow night in their preseason finale. The total 35.5 at AT&T Stadium. For more, go to VSIN.com. Mike Sennett, 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Log on today, 977ESPN.com. Joe Hunk, John Abraham, 256-576-4977. Welcome to the Blitz.
Second hour, final hour, best hour on 97.7 ESPN The Zone and the Blitz. Joe Hunk, John Abraham, Brody behind the glass. Taking your phone calls, 256-576-977. Coming up in about 20 minutes from right now, we are going to be joined by Ty Floyd. She is the brand new voice of the Alabama A&M Bulldogs. She is going to be on the call when A&M takes the football field for the very first time. We scheduled this with her not knowing that Talking Ball was going to be over there all day today doing their entire show from Alabama A&M. So it's kind of turned into an Alabama A&M day on 97.7. So she's going to be joining us in just a little bit. We've got some comments in the chat that we're going to get to. And during the break, I asked Brody if he knew about this, and he went, wait, are you serious? Because, look, the city of Huntsville, and especially with as popular as the Huntsville Havoc are, the fact that they have sold out, I mean, what number are we at? Like 56 games now, like 56 straight games or something around the VBC. There's always been that conversation about, well, what about the Havoc eventually moving up from the SPHL to the next league? Well, the next league is the ECHL, which we have seen a lot of Havoc players go up and play in throughout the season. Again, Brian Wilson returned from there right after his stint, right before the playoffs started. But over the course of the last 48 hours, they have announced expansion and that they will be adding teams. And one of the teams that they have added is going to be in Augusta, Georgia.
Oh?
Yes. Tim Tebow owns this hockey team. He is a part of the ownership group.
Let's go.
That was just awarded this ECHL hockey team in Augusta, Georgia. And I asked Brody, I was like, oh, would you see Tim Tebow owns a pro franchise now? He's like, wait, what? No, it came out yesterday that he's a part of the group that was just awarded the franchise.
ECHL? Not SPHL.
No, not
Okay,
SPHL,
okay.
ECHL.
All right, so it's at that other level then.
In all reality, if you want really the answer to the reason why the Havoc never move up is because them moving up would also mean that expenses for everything, including prices on tickets and all that, would also have to go up. And so that's part of the reason why the team has never thought about moving up, or I should say have never turned it into a true consideration and conversation about moving up to the ECHL.
You think he's got something like Untold Crimes and Penalties, like from the Netflix series going on over there in Georgia?
He's just like, I want to make sure. Matter of fact, I know the exact place that we can build this arena if we're going to be building one. That you can make sure that this right here is going to be the spot that's going to be, and I need it to be really thick cement.
Because that was like a mob boss gave his son like a hockey team, and then he just was like, screw it, man. I want to see fights every single night. I want to see parties. It was a 17-year-old that owned a hockey team. Well, now we got a dude that is just a holy saint.
He's doing it in Georgia. I mean, come on. And Brody's Mr. Kansas City Chiefs fan over here. Have you ever been to KC? Let me ask. I'm asking this truthfully.
I have not yet.
Okay. When you go,
this guy's been like everywhere but KC.
I know. So when you go, you're going to notice something. Man, this city has a lot of fountains. Man, this city has a lot of cement. There's a reason for that second one. And that is because of the mobs that were in KC. And one of the big mob bosses also owned a cement company.
That makes a lot of sense.
You know what? It also has a lot of apparently random gunfire.
just, through your office window while you're sitting there watching film.
In the middle of nowhere.
Just in the middle of nowhere, back in the boons, which is exactly kind of where the Chiefs Stadium is. Yeah, no. It's good. Their practice facility's right beside the stadium. I mean, it was all the celebrating for all the Royals wins that's going on as he's getting ready for the football season. Yeah, gunfire just through Andy Reid's window. He's okay. This actually happened last year, which I'm shocked we're just now hearing about it.
Too many people have guns over in Kansas City. All right. Because I feel like there's too many times whenever the Chiefs are involved with gunfire. It doesn't need to happen like that.
And also on the chat, Austin hopped in and says, hey, did you guys know that the first WWE pay-per-view that is going to be on the ESPN app is coming up on September 20th. And Kramer hops in and says, you still need 3 platforms that you need to watch WWE, because you'll need Peacock. You're also going to need ESPN. And I think also Netflix. Yeah, you'll need Netflix for all of those. So he's talking about how much money this is going to be bringing in. Don't complain just yet about the apps that you're going to need, because there is a rumor going around right now that as much as we bashed ESPN for getting rid of Sunday Night Baseball, they may be playing chess and not checkers. And there's a rumor that they are also trying to purchase the rights to MLB TV.
Oh, wow.
To put that on their app as well.
Do we want it to all just be in one spot like that?
I'm telling you that they are
too much
they
power.
Are becoming, and they are wanting to become exactly what a lot of sports fans have complained about is, why am I paying $200 for this direct TV coverage when I'm literally only wanting the sports channels?
Mm-hmm.
ESPN, I believe, is trying to create that where you want sports, you want all the sports. This is your app.
I mean, it doesn't.
That's my belief.
I think it'd be good for the consumer, but here's the thing: a monopoly is never a good thing.
No, which is the reason why Fox had to sell off the rights to their regional broadcasting channels because of the monopoly.
Yeah, and I think that there's a way that I think YouTube was doing a really good job. All right, I haven't had YouTube TV in a minute, but they were doing a really good job where it was straight up just like cable. It cost a little bit less. Obviously, you could buy certain packages that make it even more, but I thought having everything in front of me for a base price was a very good idea. But then you see like their package for NFL Sunday Ticket. To get that, you also get all of these other random channels that pad the price a little bit more. Yep. I didn't need those. I get it. They're trying to make money. But we're also, as consumers, getting overloaded with all of these different subscription-styled things. And it's just, it gets to the point where there's going to be the complaints, and people are going to look for alternatives.
Is the other game that you wanted to mention real fast, is that one going to be on ESPN as well? Or is that going to be a CBS sports game? Because there was one more game in the hype game.
Yeah, it's going to be a CBS game.
It's a CBS game. So this one will not be on the ESPN properties. Which one was this one?
This is Stanford versus Hawaii, which a lot of people, for whatever reason, have started to hype up. It's going to be in Honolulu. So this is a beautiful little area that it's going to be in. It's not in the old stadium. It's in whatever they've got now. I don't really know. It's a small stadium. But right now, Hawaii is a 2.5-point favorite.
Now, they did just get approved so that they can do renovations to the Aloha Bowl. That has just been approved like a few days ago.
I thought so that place got tore down, Joe.
Well, I think that they are rebuilding it. Okay. Or they're building a new stadium as part of it. This game is going to take place at the Clarence T.C. Ching Athletic Complex, which I think holds all of 5,000 people. It holds 15,000. Yeah. 15,000 people is what's going to be able to go into this game. So, very last hype gauge. I've already turned everything off, but very last one. What's the game kicking off? 10:30?
It's kicking off at 6:30 p.m.
Okay, 6:30 p.m. So it's at least going to be while it's dinner or something else.
It'll still be early over there in Hawaii, but I like
it's
this
classic Mountain West ACC matchup.
Whenever people talk about Hawaii being good again, I'm just like, when was the last time they were good? But then I'm also thinking, oh, okay, well, this is another college football team that does have a pretty big brand. I mean, you see a Hawaii fan in every single state that you go, at least one, okay? I know Brody's over there just like shaking his head. But I would actually put this one at like a 7 out of 10, just because I think it's interesting that Hawaii is the favorite in this one against the Stanford team that needs to rebuild sooner than later, or their move to the ACC would be pointless. Yeah, remember that? Are they in the ACC?
They're
or
in the
Big 12?
ACC.
I don't
they're in the
freaking
ACC.
know.
Yeah, they're in the ACC.
It's really sad.
Brody, what's yours?
I'm gonna give it a 2. I'll be playing. I'll be playing NASCAR Heat.
Okay. See, now you're going to be playing NASCAR Heat. We brought this up. And you're like, oh, now I'm going to be doing this.
It's going to be adding more hours to it,
yeah,
baby.
Yeah, I'm going to be. I just looked at my hours, and I feel like 300 is just not enough. I think that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. If this game was on like at 10 o'clock at night, I would have way more for it than what I'm going to have. But the Braves have won like 8 of their last 10 games.
That is true.
And they're now 9.5 games back of the wild card. And my idiotic self is really wanting to make sure that I'm paying attention to every single Braves game. And they're hosting the Mets this week.
Mm-hmm.
I probably will give it a 3 because it's on so early. If it was a 10 o'clock game, man, Braves game last night ended at 8:30.
Yeah.
I would change it.
You're going to be turning off and taking a look.
8:30 tomorrow night, you should be about an hour and a half into some Buckhorn football. And every single week, we're going to be joined by numerous coaches. I mean, we're going to have Randolph is going to be joining us, obviously. Spartman's going to be heading up and coming on, but also Buckhorn is going to be joining us every single week as well. And this week, Tom is sitting down as he's going to be joining us right now with the brand new head coach of the Buckhorn Bucks, and that is one, Mr. David Green.
Coach, welcome to the show. Your first one of the year as the head football coach of the Buckhorn Bucks here. Just a couple of days, just a day now before your first game. How you feeling?
Man, I feel great. Thanks for having me on. I feel great. We've had a great week of practice, so I feel really good going into this.
Just take me through, being a coordinator. You've been around a minute now, and now this is your first time as the head coach, and the different things that you have to do. The other day I was talking to you, and you were killing bees underneath the grandstand. You know what I mean? I mean, it's just now as being the head of the program, just talk about that transition from where you were, as a coordinator over the years.
Oh yeah, no, it's been a big change, but we've taken it in stride. Some things you learn on the go, and some things you've had experience with. I had a great mentor with Kelvis White when he kind of brought me up and taught me some things, how to do things. But we've had the transition's been smooth. So and you got to take care. You take care of everything, right. Offensively, defensively, even having to get under the stands and weed eat and kill some bees. So it's been a fun experience. We really enjoyed it.
My history was as a special teams coordinator, and I know there are some head coaches that will take that responsibility. They're like, okay, I got an offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, and I'm going to make sure that the specs get taken care of. How do you handle it? Do you have one guy that's responsible for the special teams, or did you designate? All right, you got punt, you got kickoff, you got kickoff return, and so on.
Yeah, no, we kind of do it by committee. I kind of head it up and. Mm-hmm. I have coaches that are responsible for certain areas on certain special teams and divvy it up to where not everybody's doing everything or one person's doing everything. And that way we get our best 11 on the field there in special teams.
Talk about the response of the kids. New guy comes in, they're always going to be a little bit wary, but you have some pretty good parts here. And it sounds like the kids that I've talked to and seen interviews with, it seems like they're pretty excited, about the direction of the program for this upcoming season.
Yeah, they've responded well. We've been getting after it since I got here in April. They've done a really good job of buying into what we're trying to do. They've done a great job, especially the seniors, of learning the new offense and new defense and helping the young guys, come on board. So I've been very appreciative of how these guys have taken ownership of this team and have done a really good job kind of pushing each other, trying to get better each and every day.
This offense loses a lot of production. I mean, they had senior receivers. They had some great running backs over the last few years. There's no doubt about it. But we did see the emergence of a young quarterback in Parker Turley, who played quite a bit last year as a freshman, now takes over as a sophomore as quarterback. Just kind of describe the way this offense will operate, schematically. I mean, is it, what will look different from what we had seen in the past few years?
Oh, yeah. No, Parker's done a great job. He's really kind of stepped into a leadership role in this offense. The guys rally around him. So he's done a really good job and really stepped up in a big way. Offensively, we want and we're going to try to get the ball to our playmakers. Try to put defenses in some conflicts, and we want to be able to move the ball and be able to control the game and control the clock, those kind of things.
Yeah. And you're younger on offense, as we talked about with this production that has left the program. But defensively, you've got some studs, man. I mean, you got some guys. We saw the emergence of several of these guys defensively. We've been watching Ian Harrell play nose for a couple of years. And then, of course, Cortez Carr burst on the scene last year as a freshman. Now he's bigger and stronger. Devian Senegal, you've got some parts defensively. Do you try and game plan into that and say, look, we can do some things defensively. We don't need to go out there and try to run 90 plays on offense, kind of play into your defense a little?
Oh, definitely. I think that's, a big part of the game is playing complementary football to each side, playing to our strengths and sharpening our weaknesses. So, that's definitely, as we look at it from week to week, that's definitely something that we talk about.
Yeah, David Green with us, new head football coach at Buckhorn. Talk about your opponent, Decatur. They have a rich history, tough year last year. Bucks laid it on them last year, 33-19, in a game that actually got a little closer than it should have been, but that one was at home. You guys will get on the bus. You go over to Oogle Stadium to play Decatur. What are you seeing out of this Decatur team?
Well, it has a rich tradition. Decatur is a great football team. They have a great coaching staff. Coach Ritter does a really good job with what he does. And I know that they've been working hard, and, I expect them to, it's going to be a great game. I think it's a great first game. It's a tough first game. So, we're really looking forward to it.
Yeah, David Green with us here. Of course, Buckhorn football all season long, heard over the air on 97.7 ESPN The Zone, and of course you'll get it on the main feed on the stream as well. And this is the fourth year now of bringing Buckhorn football to the air on 97.7 ESPN The Zone, so we're excited about that as well. Drop a couple of names. I know you don't like to talk too much about the kids, but drop a couple of names that looked really good so far in August for you that we're going to want to kind of keep an eye on, that have maybe emerged a little bit through this camp.
The biggest thing that we've seen as an emergence in camp is our offensive line. We've really had some senior leadership step up. People, Cody Mays has really stepped up, Mosiah Allen, and Jaden Sims. They've all kind of rallied around and really kind of, stepped up in a big way to help our offense kind of start gelling and start moving. Defensively, you kind of said it already. Cortez Carr, he's been flying around. He's been doing a great job. Ian Harrell and Dave Senegal. They're big parts of what we do and what we and great football players, and also great young men.
Yeah. Did Mays get in the weight room a little bit, put a little bit of weight on him? He came in and played some last year. I mean, you got to love a 215-pound center last year. And, he was very technically sound, when he was in there. When he would come in and whatever roles that he had to do, he was a kid that, his only shortcoming was his size. And so I was hoping that maybe he, mixed in a few hamburgers and put a little weight on this year.
Yes, no, he's done a really good job for us in the weight room and on the field.
Yeah, that's good stuff. David Green has been our guest. Coach, we appreciate you so much. We look forward to chatting each and every week and getting things going here for Buckhorn football. And you know what they say, man, we love you, win or tie. So
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. There you go. That is Coach David Green. And again, all season long on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Joe Hunk, John Abraham. You can watch the Blitz live now on X at 97.7 ESPN.
I'm here with Thomas from Talent Heating and Air. With the temperatures going up, now is a good time to get your heating and air system looked at. Thomas, when somebody calls, you guys answer.
That's right. The phones are staffed by us. They're manned 24/7. We're ready to come out and take care of you that day.
how do they give you guys a call?
You give us a call at 256-503-4490.
And you can find you guys on the World Wide Web at
talenthvac.com.
And now is a good time to do this because you guys are offering a special deal.
That's right. We're doing $49 tune-ups this spring. We're also doing free second opinions. We offer that year-round. Somebody comes out, they say you got a bag compressor, leaking refrigerant. Give us a call, see if we can save you some money.
Thomas from Talent Heating and Air. Thomas, one more time, that phone number.
256-503-4490. AL certain number 21014.
This is Steve Moulton from 97.7 ESPN The Zone, and this is What's Happening. Be sure and download our app. Just search 977 ESPN in your Google Marketplace or your Apple Store, depending on your device, so you can take us wherever you might go. And you can also check out our latest zone deals. Head over to our website, 977ESPN.com. The top left banner reads, Savings Never Tasted So Good. Click on that, then enter in the Big Zone Deals store for half-off zone deals of Lawler's Barbecue, Sea Salt, Carrabba's Italian Grill, Bubby's Diner, Corlejos Mexican Grill, Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, Divergence, Full Moon Barbecue, Bigfoot Little Donuts, Hickory Store Barbecue, Good Company Cafe, Apple Lane Farms, the Decatur location, and rounds of golf at Cherokee Ridge Golf Course and Gunter's Landing. And that's what's happening.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed. Oh, yeah? Yeah, he's starting with the woots. And now a speech.
I just want to say that friendship is about heart and brain. Who's with me?
Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
And my brain is saying, when it's time to go home, somebody call me a ride.
Love that guy. Me too.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer. She's on the honor roll. She's just not the type.
No way.
No way. No way.
No way. My kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
At Wheelchairs for Warriors, serving America's heroes is our mission. With your support, we serve veterans and first responders injured in the line of duty across the United States of America, providing them custom-fit, complex rehab mobility solutions to ensure they rejoin their lives at the highest level of independent mobility and function possible. Join the mission at wheelchairsforwarriors.org.
In a cloud with some wines and a pint
All right, continuing on the Blitz, Joe Hunk, John Abraham with you. Brody's behind the glass taking those phone calls. Coming up in about 20 minutes, you're going to be able to finish off getting those wacky underdog picks. And because we're a bunch of degenerates, you also have high school games that you can pick. Oh, this is already going to be coming fun. It's week 1, man. It's not even week 1. It's week 0. And we're already hopping into this. And we've got 10 to 11 weeks of high school football that you could be throwing in as part of this. Yeah. But this isn't the only game in town. Obviously, we know that we're also focusing on Alabama and Auburn, but there's an amazing story that is absolutely happening. And this is a stadium that I pass every single day on the way in from work or way into work and from work because I live in Hazel Green. And so I am passing Alabama A&M's campus 2 times a day, sometimes 3 and 4, depending on what's going on. And they have announced a few weeks ago that they are going to be doing something that has never been done in school history, that has never been done in an HBCU history. And they are going to have a female lead as part of their football program. And she joins us right now as Ty Floyd is joining us on WZZN TV. You can see her right there. And Ty, this is absolutely amazing and tremendous that this is happening. But like for you, how did it come about that you thought, there's no way that this has never happened in HBCU. This has never happened in Alabama A&M. You know, why would they choose somebody like me? Where did this all come from that you thought, wait a second, I need to start prepping for these games.
I mean, ever since I got on the hill, I was very.
Hold on, Brody's got to turn on right there. You got her?
It's the video one.
It's the video. Yeah, see, we were all sitting ready to roll, man. We were all ready. Ty, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
She's there, but we're going to get on there. See, that's what it is right here. See, huh? See, I'm trying to do this myself. Ty, this isn't good, so I'm just going to continue complimenting you while they figure this out. How about we just go about that? She's nodding her head yes, so she knows that we're on board for this. So, I'm sitting and I'm thinking about this from your standpoint because we do a lot of stuff with UAH, and I'm just thinking you have this scenario and this history with you that is one that is absolutely tremendous, and your family. So, are you ready to go? Is she ready to roll? Let's see, Ty, you there?
I'm here.
Okay, see, she's still not there. That's on us. This is an us thing. Okay, this is absolutely what's going on. It's an us thing. I can see her on mine. You look absolutely tremendous. I'm just letting you know. The glasses are killing it. You're doing amazing. Like, it is great. We are trying to, what we call right now, I am really trying to make this look and sound like it's supposed to be doing right now. So is in a way is happening. So I'm going to continue talking to you about this because Alabama A&M does have their season getting ready to get going here in a few weeks. And as we're working on this, I'm thinking to myself, like, you are in a scenario that is making it absolutely tremendous for you because not only are you getting to start this here in a few days, you are going to be going to Fayetteville, Arkansas. And so now that's what's so crazy about this for me as well. So John's going to continue working on it. I'm looking for a nod on this. Are we good with this? We're not good with this. Okay. So this is what we're looking at right now. We're going to go with this. How about I just do this part right here and then I'll just shut my stuff off whenever she's ready to talk. How about that? Let's try this. How about you got it? No. Okay. I'm going to pause this.
All right.
Yeah, we're going to pause this. See, this is already just not going the way it planned. Like, it absolutely is not. Live radio is what we're rolling with right here. Let's try that. Yeah, see, I'm going to continue to ask you how you're doing live while they Oh, look at you. Nope, do that again. Let me take a picture of that. Do that again. You can't see what she's doing. I'll see what she's doing. We're working on that. John, go do that right there. That's it right there. Looking at it. She's calling us, as a matter of fact. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. She actually is calling us right now. See, this is the reason why she's going to be the voice of Alabama A&M. And the fact that she's 27 and the fact that she's over here doing all of this because she can figure out how to help us troubleshoot some issues because she may have to be doing this at some point in time in the season.
Yeah, no, that was odd, though, that we couldn't get her up on the stream.
Yep. So she is on the phone right now. So we're going to pot her up that way and we're going to roll with it this way. See, Ty? This right here is some stuff we've been rolling with. Let's try this again. Are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes. Finally.
There might be a little bit of an echo, so just we got to make sure your computer is
we're good.
Is muted. But at the same time, we are getting into a brand new generation of this football team.
That was a lot of troubleshooting.
And for you, again, what Joe said at the beginning, this is something very new. Talk about how you were able to get into this in the first place and start prepping, and now it's settling.
It's game time. I mean, again, like this is it. Like, beginning, you didn't think this was going to be. I don't know. Did you always know this was happening? When did this become serious for you?
So when I came to Alabama A&M, I told everyone who had an ear, "This is what I want to do. This is what I want to become." And Dr. Paul Bryant was so intentional on supporting me and what I wanted to do and the things that I saw myself doing. And so there was a personnel switch. And when it came about, I was put in the position. And so it's not something, I didn't know was going to happen. It's definitely something I talked about ever since I landed here last August. So I'm really excited to step into this role.
So, and with this, I look at it as a scenario where I'm going, the female in sports, I have 3 kids. One is a boy. I have 2 little baby girls. One is a 2-year-old. One is off 2 months old. Okay. And honestly, my girls watch more sports with me than what my son does. So how is it for you growing up and in your life and saying, I want to do this?
Yeah. So my father actually played in the National Football League. And then upon his retirement, he became a broadcaster, started out in TV. And when I was younger, I would go to Universal Studios with him and I would actually watch the show that he was on. It was a show called Gridiron Greats where There was a guy from the University of Miami, Florida State, who was my dad, and then also the University of Florida. And so I would go to the studio every week and watch him. And then in 2008, he got hired by Florida State to do color commentary. So I was like 11 years old going to Florida State every single weekend. I mean, being at the games up until I graduated college. Then my younger brother started playing for Florida State. So that's how I got into the world of sport, is introduction by my dad ever since birth. My father actually, we were talking about it because my birthday was last Wednesday. My dad actually had to leave training camp to come see me be born in San Francisco when he played. So yeah, ever since birth.
Okay, so two things. One, you said your birthday was last Wednesday, so that means you're a Virgo, right?
I'm a Leo.
God bless it.
You're
See,
off.
I thought you were a Virgo.
You're always off on these, just by a little bit.
No, because mine is coming up next Wednesday or next Tuesday, and I am a Virgo. So I thought, oh, now this makes a lot of sense. She Virgo, she got that work ethic in her. Like, that's a Virgo thing, okay? Like, it is. Other thing is, I love the fact that you literally just said, yeah, so my father played in the NFL, and, he was playing in San Francisco, and so I really learned it that way. You didn't even mention, like, want to throw out there that your father, like, won a Super Bowl, or the fact that he rushed for like 1,100 yards in his career. Like, you don't even want to throw that out there, did you? Like, you said, yeah, my dad was in San Francisco when I was born. He had to leave.
Like, yeah, I'm very like, yeah, that's what he did. And I just keep it quiet. I don't know. I don't know why I'm like that.
Well, I mean, I think it is just because, that is the lifestyle you grew up with. That's how your dad did his things. And that's how it all went. It's normal to you. And I want to know a little bit more. Did that kind of lead you into where you are now, the football side of things? Or did you play any sports when you were younger that, may have changed the path if this was a different reality?
Yeah, so growing up, I played flag, of course, and then I also played basketball. But being a 5'10" center isn't really necessarily ideal. So wow. I didn't really succeed in basketball. Going into my senior year of high school, I knew that I wanted to be involved in the world of sports, but just not as an athlete anymore. Mm-hmm. So it was either going into sports medicine or going into sports journalism. And I had a teacher, Tim Blazek, who really believed in me and really thought that I would be great in journalism and media. And so he would come to the school when we had games, and he would man the camera for me and just teach me about tone, voice, diction, asking questions, and record it. And then actually we got to send it off to a few colleges my senior year, Florida A&M being the school who produced the first woman to call football games at play-by-play for a network, ESPN, Tiffany Green. And then, of course, the legend Pam Oliver. It was kind of a no-brainer for me where I would go to school. My mom also went there. So that's really how I got the push into sports journalism for sure.
And this whole idea of being in sports journalism, our journalism for you, we talk about a lot of firsts, and, there's a lot of women that are doing what you're doing, but doing it in the scenario that you are in, where a lot of females, a lot of times when they do leads, they are going to be leading for women's basketball or women's softball or things along those lines. And so it's not only tough from that standpoint, but for you, this has not only never happened at Alabama A&M, this has also never happened at an HBCU. So when you see that line, because, I've seen your interviews that you did with 19 and that you've done all throughout the Tennessee Valley, and it says, first woman play-by-play voice for at an HBCU, like, just reading that, what does that mean to you?
It's definitely crazy, because if we think about Alabama A&M, right? Alabama A&M was founded 150 years ago this year. So the fact that I'm the first one in 150 years, and that's pretty much the same for all of our historically Black institutions, been around for at least 100 years. That is crazy to believe that I'm the first one to do it. And I didn't really think that this was going to be as big as it was. And then it started to kind of grow and take a life of its own. And I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. This is crazy for sure. But I feel like I'm definitely put in this position for a reason. I'm not going to lie. Like, I don't really talk about myself in like the most like braggadocious way, but I feel like I've been put here for a reason. Obviously, bigger than what maybe I can see or what anybody else can see. There's something about me, and if I can name it off the top of my head, my grit, my tenacity, just my want to about this business and everything that I do, the head buster mentality that my dad gave me. I'm in this position to be the first so that while there's so much excitement around it, I won't be the last. So that is so meaningful to me. And I mean, that's really my reason for waking up, going to the 4 a.m., 5 a.m. practices and doing what I got to do, because I know that there's young girls like your own who maybe might look at Floyd one day and believe they can do it.
Oh, we love the story. And I want to know, you say it's kind of what's fallen in place and it's happening all for a reason. I mean, talk a little bit about it. Alabama A&M in general. I mean, this is the place you're going to be at. You're waking up early for this team, for this university. Talk about what you've seen for this school just in the last few months, the growth as well as, the mentality behind the Bulldogs.
Absolutely. I mean, this team is so awesome. I came here last year and we had a lot of great pieces. Obviously, Carson Vincent, Keenan Hambrick, guys that are returning like Ryan Morrow and Quad Brown. But what's different this year is obviously the coaching staff. We have an entirely brand new coaching staff. We only have one who made, the turnover, I guess, and Coach Jason Mai, who is the senior offensive analyst. But Sam Shade, he brings so much like accountability, discipline, and that's all the acronyms in the chase. It means something. And there's just so much new energy. So I think that just some things to look out for. Nicholas Glenn, defensive lineman, came in as a walk-on. Now he has just received preseason accolades, all conference accolades. You could look at Tyrell Lawrence. He is a top 20 prospect for the Canadian Football League. He's from Canada. So that's an amazing accomplishment. All of our guys from Miles, like Jeremiah Hudson-Davis, Frank Pierre, Treviante Abner, those guys were D2 guys. They never thought that they would be in a position such as this where their coach goes to coach a D1 football program and brings them along with him. So now they have the plan and the platform to be able to get themselves to where they want to be. And then obviously our quarterback, Quad Brown, he's returning threw for over 1,600 yards last year. He's been working on those legs and definitely just going through his progressions. So I'm excited to see what this team is able to do. And I really think we're going to get a lot of wins.
Well, and I'm curious because I'm sitting here and I'm listening to you talk. Obviously, you know your stuff, which is the reason why you have this job and that you're about to get doing. You're about to go to Fayetteville, Arkansas to take on the Razorbacks. Like, you're getting ready for all of that. But I still go back to your dad in this, because I'm looking at this from a dad's eyes. Like, I'm looking at this like, I want to protect my baby girl. Like, that's what I think of it, because he's been in this world. And see, I know you laugh about it, because I'm sitting here thinking, I was like, I know you have a brother. Are you the only girl?
I am the only girl.
Okay, so yeah,
I have an older brother and a younger brother.
So that means you're daddy's girl, right?
Big daddy's girl. Yes.
Okay, so and here's the look. This is real, because look, we're not just asking you X's and O's. I didn't tell you that before we come on the question. Like, we want to know you. Mm-hmm. Like, we want to know about you. In his idea, or at least in my world, I would be thinking about, I want to give my daughter every bit of information and have her prepared for going into this life, because like you talked about, female in sports, it's very different. I used to work with Dawn Davenport in Nashville, and she and I used to talk about all the things that she still experiences, even though she's been there for as long as she have. What was your dad telling you about going into this world? If this truly is what you want and you're going to dedicate 100%, 100,000% to it, you got to be able to handle this. What kind of advice did he give you?
I would say that he gave me 3 key pieces of advice. Number 1 is to build up your self-confidence. And if you could be anything in life, oh my gosh, I forgot you guys have FCC violations. We don't want to do that.
Yeah, no, you don't. No. Yeah. We're actually on now. If we were just on the app, we got
a dump button though.
We've got a dump button. Okay. Like, this is it. Like, I mean, so I'm letting you know, yes, we are on the radio. This is not just on there. Radio. So if you can edit it a little bit, that would be amazing. Like that.
I'm media trained,
Yeah, I know.
You could be anything, just just be tenacious, be tough. Go out there with that head buster mentality. You know, he's a fullback, so he's used to running through gaps and having to meet someone with his head, right? So the head buster mentality, go out there and do what you got to do. Number 2, always just remember who you are and whose you are. This industry is not going to be kind to you at all. And they talk about him. They talk about my dad. And my dad has, you know, playing experience. He's been a broadcaster for over a decade, almost 2 decades now. So don't even worry about that. And then also just make sure that you're prepared. Preparation. Those are some of the most important things. But I think that for me, my dad, when I decided that I wanted to go into this, knew that knowledge about the game would come with reps. Knew that broadcast and all of those things would come with reps. What he was very intentional on teaching me was making sure that I had thick skin. I knew how to conduct myself in big rooms. And I mean, I think I told him I wanted to do this when I was like 16. So he started taking me everywhere. I'm working rooms with the Florida State boosters.
Oh, dang.
I'm learning how to talk to people. Obviously being around who are uncles to me, but his former teammates like Jerry Rice, Steve Young, Terrell Owens, Derek Brooks, Ward Dunn, and being able to converse with them. And so I think that there's a little bit of a uniqueness that I have to myself because of that upbringing, and I'm excited to showcase that.
That's a solid list of unks. I mean, if you just want to have like an unk list, I mean, I think that's not a bad one to have. I mean, come on. I mean, trust me, I'm sure that if you need anything that matches gold, I'm sure they can help you with that because they at one point in time had to do that. Now you realize, and I'm only putting this in your head because you said yourself you didn't realize how big of a story this was going to become. You do know that First Take is going to be covering the Magic City Classic coming up on October 24th, and that they're going to be in Birmingham and they're going to be looking for potential guests to come on to talk about this. And I mean, just the first female lead in HBCU history would probably be pretty cool to get. You know that, right?
Yeah, I've already shot my shot with them. I'm not going to lie. As soon as they dropped that graphic, I was like, hey, y'all, my name is Ty Floyd, and I just became the first woman to call football games at play-by-play for Alabama A&M and any HBCU. I'd love if you'd have me to give you some insight on this historic matchup. And I'm praying and hoping that I'll be on there. So we'll see.
See, she's already planning ahead. See, I like the fact that you already knew this. We're trying to get people to know you, and the fact that you've already brought up Florida State numerous times. I know everybody likes you right now because obviously you know your stuff.
I was going to bring this up earlier, but I was just like, let's hold off.
But there's also this other game happening next week, and I know how much your brother once played at Florida State too. I know you got them FSU ties. I'm sure like if it would just be muscle memory, if we started playing the Tomahawk Chop, you would automatically just start doing it. I get that. So how you think next Saturday is going to go?
I mean, I think that the pressure is all on the Seminoles. You guys have to show who you are, and you have to show why you're a world-renowned program. I love the quote, "We stand on the shoulders of giants." And when you walk into Doak Campbell, when you walk into the Moore Center, the first person you see is a statue of Coach Bowden. Coach Bowden built Florida State. He has so many accomplishments and accolades. He's one of the greatest to do it. And I know I'm in Alabama right now, so please don't come get me, guys. But It's the truth. Coach Bowden is such a legend. And so I feel like Coach Norvell, the whole entire staff, y'all have something to prove. So go out and prove it and show who you are. And what better team to do that against Alabama. So we're going to see what happens.
Okay. Look, I saw how you danced. I could see that.
We had to connect the two.
But we at least wanted to ask the question. Okay. And besides, you're going to be busy. You're going to be getting ready for Alcorn State. So, I mean, you're going to get busy. You're going to be busy that day. So you're fine. All right. Look.
I just hope that Castellanos, and I've said it, me and my dad and my brother have talked about this in our little group chat. Like, babe, you talked. So now you got to show it. My grandfather would say, don't let your mouth write a check that your butt can't cash. So I'm hoping that he goes out there and does his thing.
Well, look, you are killing it, and I know you're going to kill it whenever you guys head up to Fayetteville. I know your first home game is going to be Alcorn State, and I know that. Look, I have anxiety right now because I'm thinking about my daughters in this situation, and I literally just want to protect them. So I'm like having anxiety for your dad right now. I know he doesn't need that because he's a large man, and so I'm just saying that it's awesome to see how fantastic you were raised, and the fact that you're in this situation and that you have done literally everything the right way to be able to learn how to be ready for this moment. And I think you're going to kill it. And I just think it's so awesome that you're going to be able to do that. And that you've got a lot of people in Huntsville that's going to be able to listen to it and be able to kind of follow you around and also be able to go to the games.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. And I'm excited. I'm excited to say touchdown Bulldogs a lot this year.
You should be. And obviously you're not going to need our help, but if you need any help, maybe we can figure out how to get some stuff working around here where we can actually have you on the way we plan, and it'll be even better next time.
Absolutely. If you ever want me to pop on and give you some insight about the Bulldogs week to week, I'm here.
No doubt.
We're gonna take you up on it. That's for sure. So thank you so much, ma'am. Go kill it in Fayetteville, and we appreciate it so much.
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it.
All right, thank you. That is T. Floyd. I'm telling you, she knows her stuff, man. I get a bat. I literally look at this thing. I get a bat. The moment that we get T on, I then get this bat that has Henry Aaron on it. What the heck?
I got a bat too.
There's a bat. We got bats. T, I don't even know if you're still there, but we got bats.
We're able to fight with these?
We're gonna find out. Oh, no, you still are there. T, we got bats. I don't know why we have bats. We're going to find out in a little bit why we have bats, but we appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And y'all be safe with those. Swinging them around a little crazy.
No problem. I mean, no promises or problems. We'll find out. We'll see. Thank you, ma'am. All right, when we come back, we're going to find out when we have bats. We're going to figure it out when we come back on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone, and The Blitz.
Yeah. Okay.
We got bats.
This is The Blitz with Joe Hunk and John Abraham. 256-576-4977.
Since 1983, Berkshire Hathaway Rise Real Estate's Ann Adams has been your local go-to real estate expert in the area. As a buyer, you can trust Ann's in-depth knowledge of the local housing market to narrow available properties down to those you'll be interested in, saving you time when shopping for a new home. When you're ready to sell, Ann's expert negotiation skills will ensure you get a fair price and hassle-free experience. Call Ann Adams today at 256-337-2625 or email annadamsrise@gmail.com. By now, you know about Eagle Masonry and Insulation, and maybe you know that Eagle also does landscaping and dirt work. But how about after paint work? Shower doors, shelving, and mirrors, all taken care of by Eagle, the same Eagle that takes care of all your masonry, insulation, and landscaping needs. Eagle brings the same level of expertise to all these disciplines, and they're ready to provide you with a free quote. The website is the same, insulatewitheagle.com, as is the phone number, 256-755-1556. Give them a call and see what Eagle can do for you. Eagle saves you time. Eagle saves you money. Where's the best place for sports? What about the best place for wings? If you answered Jefferson's for both, you're right. Jefferson's is also a great place for value. Every Monday, kids eat free with the purchase of an adult meal, and teachers bring your teacher ID and you eat free every first Tuesday of the month up to $15. Jefferson's, best place for sports, best place for wings. In Hampton Cove and our latest location, now open in New Market on Winchester Road.
16 teams.
Yes! The Rebels recover it! It is a touchdown, Alabama!
One goal.
My goal is a national championship, to win the SEC championship and win the national championship.
This is the battle for Atlanta.
Touchdown! Touchdown! Dogs are SEC champions!
Now through August 21st. Join us each day as we preview the 2025 SEC football season. Only on your home for SEC football.
Check out the Battle for Atlanta each Saturday morning here on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
SportsMed is the official team physicians of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. And if the pros trust SportsMed, you can too. SportsMed provides every service you might need for complete orthopedic care, specializing in orthopedic surgery, sports medicine, joint replacement, spine surgery, neurosurgery, and podiatry. And they offer their own brace shop, in-house full-body MRI, physical therapy, walk-in clinic, and so much more. 4 locations and on the web at sportsmedalabama.com.
The state's largest orthopedic group is growing to meet the needs of the patients in our community. The Orthopedic Center has long been the most trusted name in orthopedics in North Alabama. So as our area continues on the fast track, so does the need for premier orthopedic care anywhere and anytime you need it. TOC is proud to announce the opening of our new locations in Albertville and Hampton Cove, along with the grand opening of our newest office in Decatur. These clinics will offer the same high-quality orthopedic care you have come to associate with TOC, with the convenience of being closer to home. As a patient, your time is your most precious asset, and we recognize that at TOC. That's why we are also proud to announce the opening of our urgent ortho clinics to handle those bumps and bruises that need prompt attention. These clinics are available to care for acute orthopedic injuries with no appointment necessary. With 38 physicians, 20 centers of excellence, and now more than a dozen locations to serve you, TOC will continue to be the name you turn to for the best orthopedic care at the right time. Visit our website at visittoc.com for more information. TOC, helping you live a better life.
This is your home for Sparkman football.
Hand off to Lawson up the middle. He's crossing the 30. He's crossing the 20. And in 3 steps, he will cross the goal line as that is a touchdown for your Senators.
The Senator Zone, only on 97.7 ESPN.com and the 97.7 ESPN The Zone app.
Can't do it like that.
I did. I unmuted myself.
You unmuted yourself?
Yeah, watch this.
No, don't.
And I muted Joe. Welcome back in. Final segment, best segment.
Best segment.
You're still muted, Joe.
We have bats.
We do have bats. Very nice.
Bats.
So how did we acquire these?
All right, so we had a listener that called me the other day during Tom's show.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, cool. You want to talk to Tom? He said, well, I actually just got a question for you. And I said, oh, what's up? He says, I'm cleaning out my garage and I knew how big of a baseball fan you are. And, you know, the fact that you played, and there are 2 bats in here that I really don't have anything, you know, for them to do.
No,
like they've just been in storage. So I wanted to bring them up there and you guys figure out if there was something you guys could do with them or anything like that. And I didn't know what kind of bats they were, because when he said what he said, I thought, oh, okay, so this is kind of like one of those bats that has been painted or something like that, like their designer bats that you see, kind of like what the players were using and for the Players Weekend.
Yeah.
And so I didn't think much of it. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And just during that break when we were talking to T. Floyd, which we absolutely love her coming in and the fact that she dealt with all the issues that we were having just to get her on the air, that I was sitting and Moulton walks in with these bats because the listener called in and said that he was downstairs. I did not expect these bats to be what they were. Now, the bat that I'm holding in my hand that you can see on WZZN TV right now, this is a replica bat for Colonel Harry Spear that we have now. This is the exact bat that I had as a little kid, 6, 7 years old.
Louisville
Slugger. Just original grain wooden bat.
It's a beautiful bat
that I used to play in the yard with when I was learning to really fall in love with baseball. As I got older, I ended up breaking the bat because I'd hit it up against trees and I'd hit it up against concrete. And I used to hit all that. Like, you know, I was doing all these things. And I specifically remember when I broke that bat, and I never thought it would be that big of a deal until I saw this one. And I thought, this just brought back so many memories. The thing is, let's see the other one.
The other one is a famous player's.
The other one,
Wilson bat,
is a bat that Hank Williams, a.k.a. Hank Aaron, I should say, not Williams, Hank Aaron used to use. And bat. I don't know if this is a replica. I do not know if this is the actual bat.
I don't know if it's a real one.
This is the actual bat.
I don't think it is. It doesn't have any of the stickum on the.
No, it doesn't. And it says famous players special edition.
Yeah, I think it's just a replica.
But this is a Hank Aaron bat.
Still really cool.
This is amazing.
We're out of here. 22 hours. We'll be back for a fun Friday here on the Blitz.
Your home of the Alabama Crimson Tide is 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Looking deep downfield, looking for Williams. Comes back, makes the catch, trying to split defenders. Makes them bang into each other. Stays on his feet, breaks a tackle, scores. Ryan Williams, one play, 75 yards.
Your home